with Freddie Mercury. We're gonna work on him some more. It's gonna be amazing. Happy Pride. Let me put on my little glove from my little bear thingy that I got at a thrift store. I love it. Okay. Let's put this on. Where's the big... it'll be next after this guy. Mr. Reaper next door. Prepare for trouble. Hey, babe. Hey, James. Jesse and James. So I worked on his hand, not on live, because working on hands is pretty stressful. So I decided I needed to zone out and do it off camera. But I think it turned out okay. We can still add some more value and stuff to it. But I've learned that if you overdo hands, it kind of kills it. It doesn't make it look, kind of makes it look not as good. So focus on the hands, but not too much. Hey, Chompa. Welcome back. I don't think I've seen you in a while. What are you chomping on these days, huh? So he's basically done. All I have to do is some general touch-ups, cleanups, and then what is that? Make him super shiny, and then some chest hair, and we should be good. Okay, let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Am I on the right layer? Yeah, okay. Chomper primarily been playing games and occasionally sketching on drawing apps with my new phone. Ooh, what phone did you get, babe? And what drawing program are you using? Imner Walls, how are you? So good. Thank you, babe. I'm glad you think so. Sometimes I see other artists on like Instagram and I'm like, dang, I'll never be at that level. So I guess it's all subjective, but I appreciate it. That is very kind of you. So I'm just doing a little cleanup on his shoulder. I like some bleed over, but not too much, as I just take it all off. But I hope you guys are having a good Pride. Happy weekend. Happy Pride. The pepperoni. Thank you, Mar. Same. These are always so good, I'm obsessed. Thank you, Queen. I would say that if I don't want to get in trouble, but I love your username. I don't remember what type of phone, but I use Ibis Paint, easier to work with for me. Hey, I hear it's good. I'll try it out one day. I'll make a video about it. I only sketch on paper. I don't use digital art, and if I did, I wouldn't use multiple layers. I don't know why. Yeah, I try to use minimal layers. Most of the painting is on one. I don't know what this layer even was. We'll just delete that. I like keeping low layers too. Ooga booga Bugatti. Oliver, welcome back, babe. Thanks, Sophia, for the follow. These are all amazing. Thank you, Tech-Tix. Saw someone on TikTok that had 400 layers. Oh, yeah, that is way too many. I like keeping under 6. And one is a color palette, and one is the background, so I don't think those really count. It gets confusing sometimes. Yeah, all the time. I try to be a multiple layer person, but I don't like naming the layers. I think that's... I'm not a writer. I'm not an author. I'm not here to write stuff. I'm here to paint some pepperonis and big pecs. Leave that to Lena Dunham. Okay. So I cleaned him up for the most part. Let's do a little ear cleanup. La la la. This is kind of probably boring to watch, but it's kind of zen to me. So sorry. Sorry. Clean. Period. Exactly. The hardest thing for me is when I draw the hair. Hair is pretty hard sometimes. I used a lot of layers because I do lots of mistakes. Hey, that's okay. If you can figure out how to do the layers, that's a talent within itself. I feel inspired to draw now. Mar, you should break out the pen and paper, babe. Whip it out. Let's do weekend art time. Okay, so at this point, I think I feel comfortable with his general coloring, painting, rendering, whatever you want to call it, of his body. So I'm gonna do one of my favorite parts, which is the shine sleigh. Thank you, Nikki. To be honest, I only draw Utah 4's future characters from different fandoms. I'm from Utah. Oh. I hear there's good money in drawing that. I'm not allowed to say it. Thanks, I'm in your walls, for the follow. Okay, so I'm gonna make him shiny. I'm gonna go quiet for just a moment as I make him shiny. Well, I'll go quiet, but I'm not gonna read because I'm gonna pull this from the live and make it into a time lapse. So I do a new layer to make him shiny. Okay, la 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 la. This is where, reminding myself to, this is where, future Mitchell, this is where you need a cut. Oh no, that messed up the pretty pink. There we go. Okay. I don't like how it corrects. The background is like a pink, but sometimes the camera will try to white balance it. Okay. So now to make him shiny. Here we go. Maybe I'll start like this. We'll zoom out. I never use the curves. No. Kind of reminds me of like Photoshop, which isn't a bad thing. Okay, so to make him shiny, so this is all on a new layer. And this could be considered sweat, oil, whatever you want. But the first, it's gonna look really blunt, but then we'll blend it out. Here. Here. And now for the face. Hey, Axel. And then for the face highlights, let's do that next. We're gonna have, I feel like I'm doing makeup a lot of the time. And then add a little bit here, here, the cleft chin highlight. Men usually have a more pronounced brow, so here, 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 a little something, something there. Where else we could do a little here. He had high cheekbones. Do the ear. And I guess we'll do the arm now. But he would just need a little bit on the arm, because I don't want the main focus to be the arm. Check out this arm. It's just little subtle ones. Maybe on the nail. Maybe something up here. Oh, the shoulder. See, I'm getting a little overzealous now. The lips. Boop. Okay, so now we have all the highlights. And now, I should probably add one on the neck. So now I'm going to blend them out. So now, right now they look pretty blunt, but now we are going to blend them. We'll start with the nungas. So it's still gonna be blunt, just not as blunt. I like my guys super shiny. Sorry if I'm not reading the comments, if there are any. I'll read them after. I just have to make sure this is as smooth as possible so I can cut it to make a time-lapse video. And then for the face, I'll start with the forehead. I have a large forehead. This one doesn't seem that large. It's like highlighter. This one on the thumb, the nails. I think that is it. Did I miss anything? So there he is, super shiny, glistening, sweaty, baby oiled up. Let me show him. Okay, so this is the before and after. Okay. Pew, 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 pew. I like it. Do you guys like the shininess? Okay. Whoa. Okay. So that was that. I just looked at your other videos and oh my gosh, they're all so plump and glistening. Thank you, Maria. I love them all plumpy and juicy. Juicy, juicy, goosey. I love it. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Axel. Okay, so that's one of my favorite parts. I'm gonna post that time lapse later today. And now we're gonna make him hairy. Not too hairy, but because this is still based on Freddie Mercury. I don't want to. If it was up to me, he would have hair everywhere, shoulders, you name it. And if I finish this today, I'll probably post this tomorrow on my Instagram. If you guys want to see my finished art, please have a look at my Instagram if you're curious. I'm coming in for some extra highlights. Uh-oh, here I go. Somebody stop me. Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so for the hair, I'm gonna do a new layer. Freddie be looking nice. Thank you, Billy. Did you ever trace or use a reference? I do have a reference. Hello again, your Markiplier drawing guy. Yeah, that is me. I showed the reference in one of my most recent videos if you want to have a look. He looks different. I just wanted to do it in my style. I gave him bigger pecs and pepperonis, little things. I was in the 2 other lives of you. Hey, love, welcome back, babe. Thank you, Devoraya, for the follow. Okay, so now we're gonna make his chest hairy. We're gonna make the center here hairy and around the pepperonis slightly. So we're gonna take the color from his mustache and we're gonna do this on a new layer, but we're gonna put this one above the shine. And for hair, I like to use technical pen, body hair. Technical pen, and I like to go all the way down to like a 3 or a 2. And let's get started. I would want to zoom in really far, but if any random new people show up, they'll get mad at me. I'll be like, what is that? So instead of zooming in, I'm putting my face in there. Motorboat. I love a hairy chest. This can take forever, but luckily I'm not doing a full chest, so it shouldn't take too long. But yeah, if you want to see the reference that I'm going off of, go to one of my recent videos and you can see what this is based on. If you're curious. If not, then don't, you know? He's all right. And then the pepperoni hair. I like how the hair around the pepperoni sometimes looks like eyelashes. It's funny. I think I might be giving him some armpit hair. Actually, I hit my head so bad after your live stream because I fell off the couch. What time was it? Was it pretty late? Hopefully that didn't wake you up. You're gonna hurt yourself. A friend called me though. Your friends call you that late? Maybe we'll give him a mini happy trail. An implied happy trail. Maybe a tuft up here. I shouldn't be adding this much hair, but I can't help it. If you've seen my other stuff, you know that I add a lot when I do. Fuzzy Wuzzy. That's so good. Thank you, babe. I appreciate it. And then we're going to add some larger hairs in there just to give it some contrast. And when you have that much hair in, you can start kind of just scribbling in the ends. Just kind of blends in together. Mar, I would have not thought to add hair that way. No, how do you do the body hair? I'm curious. Why don't you draw the eyes? I don't do the eyes because when I do the eyes, it looks very uncanny valley. And I personally don't like that look. And I think they look cooler with no eyes. They look kind of godly or mysterious and powerful. So I like the aesthetic. And it separates, and thankfully things like that have separated me from the weird influx of AI art. So any kind of, if I have a tip for any artists, digital artists, or just artists in general that are starting now, is if you have little weird quirks that you like, that make your art stand out, definitely lean on those. Because if he had his eyes and his hair and if he wasn't as shiny, this could have been just like an AI art. But thank God I have my little things that I like to do that separate me. And the painter look is so cool. I tried to do that and just start over blending. Babe, you need to try Pandini brush for blending. It's a godsend. Thank you, Mar, for the 20 roses. How romantic. What? Thank you. I almost forgot about this pepperoni. We didn't forget about you, pepperoni. Let's do a flip check. It's always good to do a flip check. Flip check it up. The hair added so much dimension. Yeah, it's like kind of like a shadow within itself, right? So it's one of the perks of being a lover of hairy niggas. And the flip check made me realize I probably need to add more hair here. And just some baby hairs leading up to his happy trail. So up here. And I think I'm gonna try to do some armpit hair, but we'll see if it makes sense. I have to go. I'll be sure to check you out, your Instagram. Thank you, Sophia. And you have a good weekend. Let me know what you think about my profile. Why do you think drawing hands are the worst? They are too intricate, and when they look wrong, they look really wrong. Sometimes I can spend way too much time on it. A lot of the times I just crop them out, but I couldn't for Freddie Mercury. I'm not 100% satisfied with these hands, but hopefully his shiny pecs will distract from that. Exactly, Mara. And another surprisingly hard thing is feet. Feet are pretty hard to do as well. Okay, so I'm gonna try to add some hairy armpits. I love hairy armpits as well. Hopefully it makes sense because his arms are down, but I want to zoom in. I just don't want to freak out anyone who would come in. Little curly hairs. I hate hands. I try to hide them or use Disney poses. For real. Same. I even do like the hands behind the head. Like, I'm like, just throw the hands back there. I kind of, it's okay. We ain't gotta see them. Just show me the pecs. We're good. Do you guys like the armpit hair? Or does it seem out of place? If you zoomed. I wish I could zoom, but I usually get in trouble when I do. I make oversized hoodies or shirts when I don't want to draw hands. That's a good one. That's a good tip. But usually my guys are shirtless, nunga's out. So they have to hide them behind their back, maybe a pocket behind the head, or kind of like crossing their arms, smashing their pecs together, kind of. Those are my favorite hand hiding poses. Maybe I'll do a video about that. Best ways to hide your hands. Yes, that's a good idea too. Yeah, hoodies. Or just, when in doubt, just crop them out. Completely. Okay, so I think we're gonna lay off the hair for a little bit. I'll do a cleanup on this cord. This umbilical cord, just kidding. What if this was an umbilical cord that's just attached to his belly button? Gonna have to zoom in for this. And so usually I leave the line art on top of everything, but I'm gonna show you guys how it looks like without the line art. I had a look and I kind of liked it. Tell me if you guys like it. Here's a good cheat code. You can do this, hold it down, and bring it over. But that's only if there's a straight line. And ain't nothing straight up in here, babe. Umbilical cord? T-pose. What is a T-pose? If it hides the hands, I'm down. Kind of clean. I kind of like this bleed over on this side. Gives it a painterly vibe. Okay, so now I'm gonna fix, he's basically done. Now it's just general cleanup. Arms straight out. Oh, okay. Like that, okay, like that famous drawing. Who did that? Okay, so now I'm gonna clean up the line. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you it without the line art. So here's with the line art. Here is without. I kind of like it. But I also like the line art. Kinda wraps it up. You like it? Yay. What about the hair? Yeah, no hair either. So technically it could be whatever hair color you want. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was cleaning up the line art. When you go over the rough sketch, you'll have weird overlaps like this that are really not pretty to the eye. So we have to go and take care of them and erase them. Just to make things look cleaner. Like this, that's not good. What is that? Doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. But these little things. Make the hair rainbow. Happy Pride vibes. Have you ever tried duplicating the lines, then light gauge and blurring the top one? I haven't. Should I try that? Where's duplicate? Am I missing duplicate? Is it because it's on reference? Is duplicate on here? Oh. Okay. Thanks, babe. Okay, so duplicate and then Gaussian blur. I never know if I'm saying that right. Oh, like that. Whoa. That looks kind of cool. It's like a bleed. Kind of like a tattoo on skin. Oh my god. I kind of love that. Very interesting. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but to me it's a huge difference. It kind of looks like it's soaked in. might keep that. Thank you, Mar. Let me see with and without. Whoa. What a gorgeous tip. I think I might keep it. Thank you. That really makes things look very defined. It looks very cool. You can also lower the opacity of the one underneath if you want it a bit lighter. I kind of like how striking it is, but let's try that. I trust you. Oh. I don't know if I like this one. I think I like it like harsh like that. That's so cool. You just taught me something I'm gonna probably use forever. Thank you. I like the darker one too. Me too. Okay, so I think he's basically done. Thank you, Mar, for that beautiful tip. I'm probably gonna put the signature down here. Let's take the color palette out. And that is it. I'm gonna re-upload this live to YouTube. I'm trying to be a YouTuber because TikTok doesn't really push out my videos. Oh, thank you for the finger heart, babe. You're really good at drawing. Thank you. I'm in your walls. You can come out of my walls anytime, babe. All right. Well, I love you guys. Stay glamorous. I might come on later to work on this Chad guy that I'm doing, but I think he's done here. I love you guys. I think he'll do great on YouTube. I hope so. Bye-bye. Happy Pride. Be who you are.